let's bring in former UK Prime Minister advisor and political consultant Thomas Corbett-Dillon, along with Republican strategist Luke Ball. Gents, good to have you with us tonight. I just want to share this. This is an interesting bit of sound. This is John Kennedy talking with Larry Kudlow over on Fox Business, and basically he's saying this is what happens when you, in effect, if you're the Obama administration, attempt to stack the deck against the incoming administration. Listen, get your reaction on the other side.
Comey, Clapper, Brennan started this rumor that President Trump actually colluded with Russia to meddle in the election. And they, of course, they had the media on their side, and they were spreading it. It was spreading like wildfire. And then all of a sudden, oopsie friggin' daisy, the Mueller report came out, which proved they were all lying.
Oopsie friggin' daisy. Thomas, your thoughts on what the senator had to say?
Well, he's always got a good way of words. We like how he speaks. But I'm curious that anyone's actually surprised about this. If you think back to 2016, the whole DC were petrified of President Trump when he first ran, when he got the nomination. Then when he won, they all decided, DC, the swamp decided, we have to destroy this guy in any way we can. And it's coming out now that it was actually quite well organized, and it seems to have gone all the way to the top. So we'll see what comes out about this report. You
know what's interesting to me as well, Luke, is I feel like we knew this for the most part. This sort of confirms what a lot of people in this town already believed, and yet to see it in black and white and to hear the director get there at the White House press briefing and lay it all out, it was quite stunning, I thought. What did you think?
The Democrats manufactured this. They funded it through the Steele dossier. They made sure it stayed in the news. They promulgated it, and they still preach the Russia collusion hoax to this day. There are still Democrats that are out there saying that the Russia collusion hoax was gospel, that they had actual evidence, as Adam Schiff said, that the Trump campaign colluded with Russia, and that they promulgated this all the way up to the election. And Trump realizes this is an opportunity to call them out, and also the Democrats want to use this as an opportunity to distract from all of the wins that the president is having right now, and I don't think he wants any of that.
You know what's interesting as well, Thomas, is the fact that, again, I haven't had a chance to corroborate everything I've been able to read, but like most of us, we've all been reading this over the last several days. And then even today, I've been reading for about an hour, just sort of going through it one step at a time. It's salacious. It is damning. And if proven to be true, it really could shake the very foundation of our democracy, of this constitutional republic. Am I overstating what I've read so far?
No, I think you're exactly right. And, I think one of the most interesting things is how the Democrats were screaming, saying it's an outrage. How dare you even insinuate that you might prosecute a president? Meanwhile, we only have to go back, what is it, 6 months?
Yeah.
When they're all screaming and saying, Trump's got to go to jail. They were raiding his house, going through Melania's closet. It's total double standards from both sides. So I think he's using this smart to actually make them sort of eat their own words, because only 6 months ago they were very willing to, but they wanted him to go to Rikers. They wanted the president in jail. And now they're saying, how dare you try and prosecute Obama? What an outrage. They're hypocrites.
20 seconds. You want to get in on that?
Yeah, I would just say that we've saw from Peter Strzok to Lisa Page texting back and forth, don't worry, we're going to stop Donald Trump. The left and Democrats sometimes believe they are the only thing standing in between Donald Trump and the fate of our republic, and they will do anything to take it into their own hands and circumnavigate the Constitution.
Just a crazy time, too, and I'm glad you mentioned it. It's a different world in some ways back in 2016, 2017 compared to now, and yet it wasn't that terribly long ago. Real quick, I want to run this by you. A brand new Fox News poll. How do you feel about how things are going here in the U.S.? We asked respondents, are you satisfied or not? As we take a look, satisfied back, let's say back in June of 2024, 34% back then. It's up to 44%. Again, that's a jump of 10 points over last summer. Surprised, not surprised, or more or less in the middle? What do you think?
Well, I'd like to compare that to a poll of how things are going in the UK. I think the British government are like 10% approval rating. So, I'm very jealous that you guys have President Trump. We are not doing as well over there. So I think, I see it here. Things are improving. Things are getting better in the US. And I think that the polls are showing that. So President Trump's doing a good job. It's slowly starting to trickle through. So
15
We're
seconds.
only like 7, 8 months into this whole shebang, and we are heading in the right direction. I believe that at the end of this term, we're going to see some wildly popular presidential numbers.
I am predicting that 2026 will be an amazing economic year, and that could really pay big dividends come the midterm. Of course, tying that to the Fed chair. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Appreciate your time tonight.